Hello, and welcome to your daily oracle reading for Tuesday, September 8th, 2020. I'm Linda the Lightworker. I'm a shamanic practitioner, and I make these daily videos so we can all get a little extra support from Spirit, God, the universe, wherever that energy comes from, that divine power, so that we can all stay on a purpose-driven path, living one day at a time. So if this is your first time here, stick around to the end. Go ahead, hit those buttons. You've been on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. I'm thrilled you're here. All right, today I am working with our World Tarot Spirit, which is, I think, out of print. It's by Lauren O'Leary. All the info down below is in that dibbly-doo box. And let me just adjust my lighting there really quickly. All right, here we go. This is a general reading, so take what you need and leave the rest. Our first card today is the Eight of Wands. Now, that's a lot of energy moving in one direction. This is about more opportunities opening up for you. So, and it looks like it's all headed in the same direction. So for those of you who have had different projects going on, or perhaps you've had been unclear of which direction to head in, all of this is all headed in the same direction. So put your energy towards that big project that you've been thinking about. This is about rapid growth. This is about moving forward. This is about opportunities appearing. This is about you really rushing forward with this energy and things happening, taking risks, taking the initiative to start new or step into new. Like, really embrace that creative energy that's you're being shown right now. It's about keeping up too. You know, for some of you, the way life works is that it seems like nothing happens. Did I say that 8 times? Nothing 8 times. And then all of a sudden, all this energy starts rushing forward. And that's how things unfold sometimes. It can happen with love that way. You know, some people might put judgment on relationships moving really fast towards that direction. But when there's that chemistry and all these other factors fall into place, you share the same values, and it's like, what are we waiting for? Might as well, especially in this time, love in the time of COVID. I think that should be a movie. I'm really hearing, for some of you, it is about just stepping forward, moving forward, keeping up with the pace of what's being presented with you. All right, our second card is the beautiful Justice card. Now, this is justice. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is coming forward for you because of all that hard work that you've put into it already. And it's time, it's your time. What's that song? It's my time. I don't know any more of that song, but I just keep hearing it's your time of stepping into that. The justice is the rebalancing of those scales. It is about coming into your Spirit saying, really stepping into your future. But this has been unfolding like all the stars, everything's in alignment. Look up above her as she is blindfolded. She has the sun coming through, and then all those stars are illuminated in the skies up above. She's standing in her sacred circle too, which is shaped like a butterfly. And so this is about you transforming that energy. Perhaps some of those terrible things that happened to you in your past are coming. Perhaps this is you getting that reward. Is it reward? Justice is different than reward. All right, Spirit's saying it to me. Spirit's saying judgment is what you're awarded once the decision has been made. Oy vey, Spirit, clear it up. All right, so Spirit's saying that you have a lot of voices happening, and it's about listening to each one as they're coming through. So pay attention to what the information is that you're receiving, and make sure you're standing in your truth of who you are now. This butterfly, when I see that, that means you have emerged. You're ready for this I keep hearing judgment that's going to come forward. For some of you, perhaps there is an actual legal case that you're working on. But this is about an inner karmic balance, a rebalancing of the scales. Do you see they're out of balance? They're coming into a decision mode. And look, I'm seeing angelic wings now. I'm seeing this protection coming over you. And it's about truly being honest with yourself, taking responsibility for those things in the past. All right, so those of my friends who are working their steps, you know, one of the things that comes through is perhaps today's the day you start writing some letters to make some amends, just so that's one of the steps of just really owning what's yours. You don't have to send anything, but this is about you coming into that power of owning what you've done, being responsible for yourself and growing from. And okay, I'm also hearing too, oh, this is a loud one. Some of you have been judging yourself. Oof. Judging your path, judging the steps that it's taken for you to get where you are. And let's say you are embracing all this energy you have coming forward, but you're sitting in judgment of yourself. That's got to come back into balance. Be your best friend. Step into that power of loving where you are, accepting where you are, and being delighted by this energy that's coming forward. Yeah, okay. All right, Spirit's saying sometimes I get it muddled. Okay, I do. Sometimes I get it muddled, but now it's very clear. So stepping into your power, accepting the mistakes that you've made, the responsibility. All right, Spirit's saying talk about the relationship thing. Okay, let's say for some of you, you've been in many relationships and you've always blamed the other person. Step into what you did wrong, rebalance those scales, learn from your mistake before you rush forward into that next relationship, because you don't want to keep repeating the same mistake over and over again. Accept where you can grow. Accept where you may have been impatient with someone else. Accept your actions and then allow yourself to step into that fast moving energy. This energy is all around us. Things are starting to swirl again, I'm hearing. All right. Somebody says, what's that mean? It's like, I'll tell you later. That's on a need to know basis. And we don't need to know right now. All right, our third and final tarot card today is the Three of Pentacles. So here you are. You have mastered your craft. You're showing your work to an investor or what are those things? I wish we had them again. In the olden days. Benefactors, right? Wouldn't that be nice if you had a benefactor for your craft, that you're able to continue your work, expand and grow? But look, you're showing this work. You have new work happening behind your book. You have new ideas coming, and this person is just contemplating what you've already done. Now, beware, he may be a tough customer. He might be a tough nut, and he might expect some different things or have some requests that you may or may not agree to, but you know what? It could be very easy for you to do too. Spirit keeps saying it's about hard work, but I'm hearing it's not about working as hard as you have before. When you have stepped into this point where you're able to show your work and be supported by others and allow that energy to rush forward, come into your life, then you're able to stand in the master position and support other artists. Let's say this is another artist asking this artist to come in and work on this big project. So think of who you want to attract, and having the confidence to show your work. Confidence to show your work. What am I missing? Hard work, but there are rewards coming with your work. Rewards. I love this woman, the way she's standing there. I love her hair. You're going to be supported in your craft. So making sure that you're keeping up with all this energy as it's coming through. And I really want to hear this again. ease up on judging yourself. Stand in confidence. Be fair with yourself. Allow that fire that you have to burn, but not be destructive. See how this fire is contained? It's providing help, but it's not destroying the property. So that fire burning is that negative self-talk. All right, our final cards today come from the Denise Linn Sacred Traveler's Deck. You know I love Denise. All of her info down below. We had 2 cards that came out together. And the first one is the James and the Giant Peach card. You guys know this one. The overcoming obstacles, getting through it. You've slayed that. The way I'm seeing this card today is that you're on the other side of that obstacle. It says you can overcome anything. And you really can, and you already have. I see you on the other side of this obstacle because the card that came with it was the Gates of Triumph. And it says, success expands in your life. Success expands in your life. So stepping out of the gate, going through those gates of triumph, following this powerful energy through the gates. And it looks like it's been kind of dark and a mysterious walk. It might not have been a lot of light. We've been muddled, but now you're stepping into the light and allowing yourself to triumph, to be successful. You know, so often, I mean, I don't know if you're codependent, but I sure am. And in codependent relationships, we'll often put the other person ahead of ourselves and supporting them to their place of triumph. So this is about you stepping into your power and allowing yourself to triumph, whatever that means. And you know what? As big as this card can be, a triumph can be going a day without smoking, right? Having someone recognize that you've gone 2 weeks without a terrible habit. What are your gates of triumph? Think of where you feel successful and allow that to unfold, because you have been through. Little tomato, my goodness. Holy cow. Listen, we've had days when this overcoming obstacle card was coming up and it really wasn't a peach to a lot of you. I like to think of making a cobbler. And it's stone fruit season. I mean, who wouldn't be thinking that? I got to get me a big peach. I crack myself up. But it's about overcoming this. You have overcome so many obstacles to get to where you are so that someone else can see you. Look at them, see you as the artist that you are, as the creator of a great life for you. And listen, you've worked really hard and I'm so proud of you. So enjoy that you are overcoming your obstacles. All right, my dear, that's our reading for today. Whew. Sounds like a big day, but you know what? You're ready for it. You're absolutely ready for it. You can do it. You know all the right things to say to yourself. You know how to be nice to yourself. Turning down that negative self-talk and allowing that positive energy to come through you from the soles of your feet up through all your chakras, coming out of your head, getting a blessing from God, Spirit, your higher power, whatever you call it, and pulling that energy back into your body. There's no way not to feel good today. All right, my dear, I love you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next time.